Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another mental health video. We haven't done one of these in quite a while, actually. It's probably been a few months even.
Yeah.
But we just left Savannah's...
Big update though.
Yeah, we just left Savannah's therapy appointment, and she really wanted to update everybody on her mental health and her therapy and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, in the last car vlog, I gave like a short, little update on what was going on with me, and I might recap that a little bit, but yeah. First, I just want to start with what's fresh on my mind, because that's like the first thing. So the other day at school, like 2 weeks ago or something, I got in trouble. It was senior fun day because the other grades were taking the SATs, so we got to do fun stuff all day.
It was like a free day.
Yeah, and then the last 2 hours of school, we had to go to our regular classes, but they were free days because there's nothing to do. And the day before, my 8th hour teacher was like, okay, it's going to be a free day for you guys tomorrow. You guys can work on homework or whatever. And in her class, phones are fine and stuff like that. So I walked in. She wasn't there. We had a sub who is also a teacher at my school. She walked in.
Wait, this was like a week or a week or so after you started your new medicine, I think. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was in the process of switching medicines because I was still on my other one because I was weaning off of it.
Yeah, she was on 2 at the same time. She was in the process of weaning off the old one, but also on the new one at the same time, which the doctor warned us that could cause mood changes and stuff.
Yeah. So,
excuse you.
especially because I had just gone down from, because that was when I just started doing the 10s.
Yeah.
So I wasn't getting my usual, dose of my old one. So, the teacher walks in and she's like, okay, it can be like a work day / free day. She put on High School Musical on the board. So everyone was watching High School Musical. And I got out my phone. She goes, no phones, guys. No one should have a phone out. Especially no texting. And I was like,
whatever. Catch me with my phone. I'm having my phone out.
So,
well, Savannah was also texting me during that time, because it's not like she was texting friends and texting kids in class. She was texting me because with the new medicine and stuff, she was having effects from it that day. She was having a hard day, and she was kind of having anxiety attacks that day.
yeah, I was already having a bad day that day. And so I had my phone out, and she goes, put your phone away, please. And I was like, okay. She left the room, pulled my phone back out because she left the room, and I was like, no. So I was texting, and she goes, I see that you're texting, and I specifically said no texting. Put your phone away. And she turned around, got my phone back out. And she was like, okay, this is the last time I'm going to tell you, put your phone away. And I said, no, it's a free day. The teacher literally said we're having a free day. You put High School Musical on the board. And this is really out of character for me, guys. I have never talked back to a teacher. I do not talk back to teachers. I usually just listen when people tell me to do stuff because I don't want to get in trouble. I've never been in trouble at this school. So she was like, okay, I told you 4 times, so I'm writing you up. And I said, do it. Write me up then. I don't care. And I was like, can I go sit in the hallway because I don't want to be in here? And she was like, no, you may not sit in the hallway, but you can go sit in the office. And I was like, no, I'd rather just not argue with you. Can I go sit in the hallway so that I'm not distracting anyone? And she was like, no, you can sit in here and put your phone away. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I put my phone away the rest of the hour. And then at the end of the hour, I went up to her and I apologized for arguing with her, and I apologized for not putting my phone away. And I told her that I had never been in trouble before, and it's a new thing for me because I don't talk back to teachers ever. And I would appreciate it if maybe she just gave me a warning, because I don't want to be written up because I've never been written up. And I apologized sincerely. And she was like, no, I'm still writing you up. The principal can decide what to do with you. I was like, okay, whatever. So then it was the next day I got called down to the principal's office, and she was like, you get 3 lunch detentions for your phone violation. Yeah, 3 lunch detentions for your phone violation. And I was like, what? 3? Usually, because at my school, usually if you never get in trouble before, especially if it's just a phone violation, you would get like a warning and you get let off the hook. But no, 3 lunch detentions, and apparently, according to the other principals, that was them letting me off the hook, and I could have been like had an insubordination or 2 in-school suspensions or something. But yeah, I had the option of the 3 lunch detentions or an in-school suspension, and I was like, I'm not doing an in-school suspension, so give me the detentions, I guess. And then I called my mom and I was like, bruh, I am not doing these detentions. It was a free day, and my teacher even agreed with me. I went back to my actual teacher and she agreed with me, but there was nothing she could do about it. But basically, my mom called the school, and like after a bunch of arguing and stuff, I don't want to get into all that details because it's too long of a story, but like they finally let me go because I have anxiety. But I don't want to go through all those details because it's like too long of a story. But yeah, so basically that's what happened. And I told my therapist about that today, and she was like, well, I mean, I think 3 lunch detentions is fair because you argued with her and you were told multiple times, and I think you should have just served those and whatever. And I was like, really?
Yeah, but what my whole point of view of it is different, because I feel like if we know that your medicine change is going to cause mood changes and things like that, because you're messing with chemicals in your brain.
And it's not even just the medicine. It's like I've been having a hard like last 2 months with my mental health and like being stressed and stuff, you know?
But I really do think that your med change had most of what to do with the fact that you felt so comfortable talking back to this up. Because,
in front of the whole class.
Right. Like, you would normally not ever do something like that. So my whole point was, what's wrong with the school that they aren't calling me right away and saying, look, this is very out of character for her. It's not normal that she acts like this and
or
does
calling
like
you
that.
and did they call you and say that I had the detentions?
No.
See,
So,
I think they're supposed to do that too.
They didn't do any of that. But yeah, I just think that, you never know what's going on in a kid's life. So maybe you should call the parents and say, look, is there something going on that we need to know about? That, because it is so out of character for her to act this way, I think that that should be like that for any kid in that school, in any school. If they are acting out of character, there could be a reason.
Yeah,
and you should find out.
My school doesn't care about their students really. I mean, they could have even set up an appointment with me and my counselor just to talk about what happened, but
but when I tried telling them about the whole anxiety thing, they made it sound like they didn't believe me. I was trying to use anxiety. I was trying to make up the fact that Savannah has anxiety to get her out of trouble. And I was like, yeah, I'm making that up. I can prove to you that she has it and that she takes medicine for it and that she had a med change. Like, I can prove all of that. You can call her doctor right now and ask.
And I said that too. I was like, you, like, call my doctor. Like, they were just like, well, we weren't aware of that. But yeah, so
that's
I also
shit when they say they're not aware of it.
But like this whole situation just made me feel bad because obviously like I'm out of the trouble now.
I think that if you were to get in trouble for something that I felt you deserved, then yeah, I would say do your detention. You deserved it. But I feel like everything put together just caused this big craziness of stuff to happen.
Yeah.
What is this person doing?
Maybe 1 lunch detention.
Yeah, why not 1? Why was the minimum 3? Why was that the minimum? If she had only 1 lunch detention, I would have probably said it's 1 detention, just take it, But the fact that she's never been in trouble and they gave her 3, I was like, what? I don't know. It was like a perfect storm of reasons why everything happened the way it happened, and it's like you need to know the whole story before you just punish people.
Yeah.
So
that was a big thing that happened, and it low-key kind of hurt my OCD and anxiety, this whole thing that I cheat through life and stuff, like that thought that I've had because my dad keeps saying stuff like that. It hurt because she was like, yeah, you should have served it. Yeah, that kind of hurt. So now I feel like I'm not ready to be an adult because I get cheated out of everything because my mom calls the school and tells them to get me out of it.
Well, I wasn't trying to say that no one should be punished. I was like, she was texting me, so I should be held responsible too, and I'll come and serve the detentions for her.
But
did you talk to your therapist about anything else today?
Yeah, because that was just literally the last minute as I was walking out.
Oh.
The whole thing kind of consisted of like all of my growth, basically, because I was talking about work stressing me out and stuff, and stuff about like my friends, I don't know, just stuff like that, just like regular life things. But yeah, so I'm gonna like kind of recap stuff that has been going on, like that I kind of talked about in the last video, the last car vlog. So ever since November, I've been having like cycles in and out where I'll feel sick for like multiple weeks straight, and I'll be like really anxious, having a panic attack or more a day, because that's like what I was having like a couple weeks ago. That's what I was going through before I switched my medicine. And like, I don't know, it just gets really bad to the point where I'm so afraid of throwing up that I make myself physically sick, and it's like the worst feeling in the world. So yeah, that's what I was going through. Now my anxiety and OCD has been a little bit not as bad. I've been having like regular like good stressors because I've been, you know, busy, so I have like stress because that's normal. But I don't know, my anxiety and OCD, like I said, hasn't been as bad, except for this, like, my intrusive thought that I think I'm a bad person or like immature or something, or mean. So that's something I've still been struggling with, especially with this whole getting in trouble thing. I don't want people to think that like I just call my mommy and then she gets me out of everything, and I just like never I never take accountability for anything. Like, I don't want people to think it's that.
And you know, and that's just not true, because there's plenty of times when
Duncan.
Savannah's got in trouble for things or whatever, and I'm like, you know, she deserves to be punished for whatever. But at this particular time, I just really felt like it was unnecessary, because not only because of the mental health stuff, but because it was literally a free day. They were just sitting there watching High School Musical. So what is the big deal that she's texting?
And I wasn't distracting anyone either. Like, I didn't have music blaring or like loud or like really bright lights or anything. I wasn't.
It's just crazy how you can get in trouble for texting during a movie, but last semester you were literally
FaceTiming in class, and someone tattled on me.
But you were FaceTiming in class during a work period,
yeah,
and the teacher still didn't care.
So someone tattled on me just because she's like, she's just rude. She's always on her phone during class every day and like is really loud. Yeah, and then like the teacher was on my side.
But
so
it's just crazy how, you know, how do you expect kids to, like, everyone should be on the same page about things. You can FaceTime during work time.
It depends on the teacher. It depends on the teacher.
You get in trouble for texting during a movie?
Yeah, it depends on the teacher. What is he doing at home? He's supposed to be at school.
Who?
That was Mr. Couples. What's he doing at home?
Maybe it's his lunch period.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I know where my teacher lives now.
Anyway, any other mental health stuff?
I don't know, life sucks. I'm depressed. The end.
Also, the other thing too is that it's not like Savannah could just wait a couple hours and come home and tell me whatever she wanted to tell me that day. She's been at school for like 12 hours a day every day because of musicals, so I wasn't even gonna see her that night until like bedtime. So
yeah, I literally, sorry, I'm blocking the camera. I literally, like, as soon as I got out of the class, I walked downstairs, well, more like marched downstairs, and called my mom screaming, and everyone was like listening, and like a hall monitor came in and checked on me in the bathroom because I was like, rah, 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 I can't believe that just happened.
Jesus, that's loud.
So
I love my life.
high school is so fun.
High school's almost over though for you. So
Yeah, exactly. So they should let me off the hook. You really want to cause problems in the last month of school?
yes, they do.
Schools really be doing too much. Like, maybe you should start like punishing people who like punishing the teachers, you know? Like, punish the teachers.
Punish the teachers. They will never punish a teacher.
There's a hair.
I don't know. Don't put it on me. Really?
You daft dimbo. You know what that is?
It's something to do with Harry Potter. We have two different coffees from or actually the same coffee from two different places. All right, well, I guess that's going to be the end of this mental health video since we're at the school now. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Leave a like and subscribe and comment down below, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, poopies.